Welcome, Patricia. Welcome, Eno. And we're going to see how we can set up our F&G portal, agent portal, and then get to go to do some illustration and see how we can get started quickly with F&G. Now, I'm on a fresh Google browser. Here, you're going to type sales link at fglive.com. You take this. It goes here, and then you click on sales link, provide the credentials that were provided to you. The password is usually small letter S, and then you type your full social. That's how you create your initial password with F&G. Now, they're going to ask you to create a new password that you can quickly remember. I always advise you use something that you cannot forget quickly, because every time you forget, it's going to bring you into another portal to do some other stuff.
Okay.
Are you typing?
I am.
You're not typing.
I will.
Oh, okay. I thought you were typing, but
Uh-uh.
all right. Don't do anything. Click outside. When you are done, click outside here and go confirm. Go down to confirm password and retype the same password. So if you are new to F&G, this is how you're going to start. So they're going to send you a code, an agent code that is about 8 letters long. Then you put that as your username. Then you type small letter S, your full social, to get into the site. And then now they'll prompt you to create your new password that will be known only to you. Then you're creating it now, and then we'll hit submit. If you meet the criteria, then it will take us to the next page. Let's wait and see. All right, leave the mouse to me. All right, good. All right, now that is it. It shows that your password meets the criteria.
So when you go in, I see it still has the 00. It's gonna have my ID code and the social.
Yes, this is your agent code. This
That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna have my agent code and the password I set up to be able to get in there.
Yes, your agent code is your username, and your
Okay.
password.
All right. Okay.
That you'll be able to get in every time you log in. So we're going to update here. So we're saving this. Make sure you check the password to make sure that is correct. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. So now we're going to hit update. So your password has been updated. Anytime you log into this computer, it's going to take it. But if you want to log into another machine or another computer, you need to know that password and be able to enter it. So now, what is the name of your first school? So we'll answer these security questions. Then we'll
Okay.
yeah. So I want to stop recording here because we don't want those security questions to be known to everybody that will be watching this video.
Okay.
All right. So pause the recording and then we'll record. Okay, at this point, we just submitted her security question. We don't need to save anything here, but we just say no thanks, because if we save, we're going to disrupt the password that we already saved. Pay attention to this section. You're going to opt in for electronic instruction, and then you need to, if you click opt out, you may not be able to use the site. So that is the electronic instruction, because you're going to see everything. And this is your 1099. Your preference is to see you save the preference. So your 1099 can be available on this side. You can go there and download it. And that's just, you don't need to do any extra work. The first display name and email is required. So this is it. It's required. It's already here. Your email and name. You don't need to do anything here. We'll go down to commission, payment cycle. You click, just you're subscribing, so that anytime you get payment, you get notified. You need to subscribe to this notification, email or email notification when any of these events occur. So checking all, because you don't want to miss an event on your client's policies or on whatever your commission that is available, everything. So you'll be notified by F&G periodically when any of those events will occur. So make sure you check everything on this page before you move to the next page. That's it there. So if you're new to F&G, this is what you're going to go through as you check them. Okay, now you save subscriptions, preferences. We'll move to the next level here. Here, they're going to ask you email address will prefer. Read very carefully the instruction you see here. That's your address. Make sure everything is correct. This is your street address. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and then that time everything is correct. So fill email and apply. Okay, you just want to just to be on the safe side. Let us put that's the same email here, right?
Yes.
And then now you can apply to all contacts, apply to all selected contacts. So apply to all contacts will be the best.
Our
So
contract. Okay.
all contracts. So that will be your email on all of your contract. If you select this, this is just going to say that this is the same email that you're going to be using. So, so it's going to still be applied to all contract and then submit. All right, re-enter email address here, which we will enter, and then we'll move to the next step. They will send you some code in your email, which we are going to grab that code at some point here, and they come and put it here. So you now see the next step. So don't want anybody to run into any problem when doing F&G illustration. I mean, sorry, when creating your portal for the first time, you accept the terms and conditions, and to work on the site. It's just about marketing guide, everything on what they do. F&G is not a bad site. I don't think there's going to be something that you don't want to accept. Yeah, if you don't want to accept, then probably you don't want to work with F&G. So that is it. So everything here, you click down, scroll down. You don't, if you want to spend all the time reading those things, those are just terms of conditions on how F&G operates. All right, you click, scroll right down, accept those stuff, let go, accept. All right, now in your email, you have received something. Email address was previously entered incorrectly. The pin. They would have sent you a pin in your email. You were going to go
Yes.
grab it now.
Yes.
So
Okay. I have it. I have it on my phone.
okay, you have it on your phone. You want to give
Yeah.
me? All right. Okay, give the pin. Enter it by yourself. Don't give it because it's going to be something pinned. So. Everything good?
Yep.
Okay, confirm email address. This is it.
Yep.
And we are now going to do what here electronically sign. When you sign here, it's going to give you come to here. Take a screenshot of this page. And keep you could print it, but keep it very securely because you will need it sometime. You can also write this down somewhere in your diary and keep, but that's not important for now. So let's move. So right now we are good to go. You're good to go. Enter F&G. Everything is set up. Congratulations. Welcome to F&G. This is your agent portal, and this is where you'll be making all the money. You'll be helping all the people with good IUL policies that actually accumulate ink that's crazy and also be able to really put good smile on your people's faces. So this is it. So F&G is strictly an IUL and annuity to advanced market carrier. They don't do, they specialize in IUL, and that's why the IUL is evidently one of the best in the market because they tweak this and they fix it almost every time. So now you don't need to do you're going to play with all of this, but our area of concern focus is going to be what? You go here if you want to get your new business. Anytime you submit a business, you come here under new business, the commissions. When the commission get paid, you can see it here too. But new business, pending non-lapse. If a policy is about to lapse or what, power producer, you see people who are producing so well. And then you can also search for enforced policies here, right? When you click here. If you could also go here, if you search for new business policies, if you just want to enter the name of the person and pull it. But if you want to see an entire new business, you just go here, it will pull everything. So tap production stuff, all of those things. And then 1099, if you want to print your 1099 at any time, you go here. You don't need all of this now, but we are going to go to the place that actually is important to you as an agent. This one is administrative, purely, okay, please leave the mouse to me. Then go to here to product. You'll know all the product that they have if you click on product. But this is where we'll be working, sales tools. Most of your time, you're going to pass most of your time on sales tools. Click on you just go to just hover over the mouse here under sales tool. You don't need to click. You hover and then you will bring you to annuity calculator, We have a content library, flyers and ads. You want to download some of the flyers and ads of F&G, you can do that. You can go to illustration, sales material, suitability tools for annuities, and then webcast center. So what we're going to do is here, you go to webcast center, you'll be able to watch videos on how F&G to illustrate it for F&G and quick start with F&G. So you can take your time, watch them, and then you have questions, you get in touch with me, we can discuss them. But I'm always going to be available to support you along this journey every day, every step by step. So we'll click on illustration here, and they will take you to here, where here you can also access the underwriting guide, which is important. So F&G live product, you want to do live, you can just go here, but you don't need it because right now you are going to live. If you want to go to live, you just click here. If you want to see about annuity product, you click here. Interest rates for both annuity and life, you click there, you can download it. If a client asks you that, oh, what is the interest they're offering on your annuity now? Go here, download it and send it to your client. State availability, underwriting guides, you can do sales material, training. I have a lot of training videos here, training tools here, materials, and then sales to illustration, suitability, all of this, you can have them here again. Now, but what are we going to do? Once we click on this sales to illustration, when we land on this page, what is important for you as an agent to get started quickly? You want to know how to illustrate an IUL on F&G. So you click here. Start a new case, and then we're going to do a gender type policy, and they will run just simple illustration to get you situated. And as time goes on, we have tons of videos recording on how to run different types of illustration on the F&G. I actually specialize on tweaking and getting the best performance of policies. So how to properly structure an IUL, I'm going to send you those videos too, so that you can be able to watch and get started quickly. So here, what are we going to do? We're going to go to start a new case. If you have previous cases that you illustrated, you can click on view my cases.
You can see them. Okay.
You don't. So now we're going to start a new case. We click on start a new case. We can say Jendo. The name of our client, it will be Jen.
So,
Oh, sorry. Okay, let the mouse to me, please. Or
I'm not touching the mouse. My hands are up.
All right, well,
I'm not touching the mouse.
I'm controlling your screen. That's why it's getting all
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
Okay, let's give it an arbitrary age. What age do you want? 01, 01, 20, 2022. Let's do a juvenile case because juvenile policies is a little bit tricky. But I know that you're an agent, you already know how to illustrate IUL to a certain level. So just doing this is going to just make it easy for you to pick up very quickly. So juvenile cases are a little bit different here because juvenile here you will need to specify. And I know you are in the state of Indiana. So let's take Indiana and then we'll go.
So right where it says sample, you don't have to put the amount up there. Like this one say 500,000.
You don't need to put anything.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Anything that I'm doing is what is going to be important to you. So you don't. I know that some people do waste their time putting case description, but you don't really need it because the case is going to automatically save with that name. So some people like to do that, but it's not necessary. So you go on to product. Now we selected the state, we go to product and we take if we want to illustrate an annuity, you can take it here, annuity fixed index, annuity MIGA, which is multi-year guarantee, or single premium annuity. You can do that immediately. We are going to be doing what now? Live, because you are not yet finished with your annuity suitability. So we'll be doing live illustration. Now we find a product. Click on find product and we'll go down to F&G Pass Setter, which is one of the most popular product on F&G website, the best in terms of accumulation, living benefits, and it's also really great in everything around. So, well, if you want something, the accumulation and distribution, F&G Pass Setter is the best. But if you want something that you want to maybe like an executive bonus, you can do an executive. If you're looking for just generational wealth to build some wealth and pass it over to your beneficiary, you would like to go with Everlast because it's good also. So we also have the trade setter, which is a pretty much very good product, all of them, but we love F&G Parcel, which is the best. So let's go with that. That's a simple IUR. Now you're going to put here in the case of owner, we'll just say owner. Because with all juvenile illustration, you want to indicate who is going to be the owner of the policy. Now, here, this is the information we preview. With juvenile, they only have juvenile, standard juvenile and rated juvenile. If the child is overweight or having some health challenges, you want to go with the rated juvenile. But this is going to be a standard case that we are writing here. And then we can go from there. Okay. All right, then we can go from there. It's rated juvenile. No, standard juvenile. Then we'll go to solve for. You can decide to solve for none. You can solve for if you don't want to. Yeah, no, with the experts, we don't like to solve for anything. We always like to specify our thing the way we want. But if you're new to F&G, you want to probably start with maybe solve for something. But you don't need to. You can solve for max accumulation and income if you want the policy to produce the maximum income possible. You can solve for target phase and income if you know you want to get a target phase and income. Then it will give you what you put in. This case, you put in what the client want to pay, and then you'll be able to get a target phase that it will be there. And then it will also give you the income that the person can get out of this policy at specified date that you will put. If you go here, you're going to specify income, solve for phase and premium, and then solve for specified income. Now you can also input everything and then just want a stream of income. Then it will give you that stream of income. If you want maximum accumulation, you click this option. Then it means that whatever you're going to import is going to, the face amount will be determined by the website, by the software, and then it will give you maximum accumulation for that premium that you are paying at that time. So go to premium. If you want to determine the premium, you can click here. Then you will put the face amount that you want, and then it will determine the premium for you. Yeah, the software will determine the premium that the person would need to put in order to get optimal performance on that policy at that time. You may also input the premium and you solve for face, and then you'll be able to get the face amount that you want to start with. So also you want to get what is the guideline single premium on this policy. Then it will give you the guideline single premium without becoming a MEC. And then also guideline level premium, you just want to determine what is the guideline level premium. In that case, what are you going to do? You're going to put the face amount.
1 second. 1 second, Brad.
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay, as we were saying, you could also determine the level premium on that policy when you input guideline level premium. You input the face amount that your client wants, and they will give you that. So this policy is so flexible, you can solve for everything. You can do anything the way you want. So we're going to solve for none for educational purpose. And then you can also just put annual, and then it will give you the target. Or you put monthly, it gives you the target monthly premium on the policy. So let's put the face amount. What face amount do you want for your client?
Let's do 500,000.
100,000. Okay, and this is that benefit option. What you choose, option A is level, option B is increasing. Option B vary will be what we update. Option B to A will be increasing to level, which is graded. All right. So I know that some people know about the term graded, but they don't know about A and B. And that IUL language. Yeah. So option A or option B. Yeah. So now you can change the face amount if you want to. Let's say, okay, you want that, okay, at age of 70 or 80, change the face amount, and then they will tell you what age, what you want to change it to, what year or whatever. You can push select here, and then you will be able to change the face amount. But we don't want to do that, okay? So you don't want to change the face amount at some point. So we're leaving it like that. Or you can also reduce the benefit. So you want to change the face amount right away, you can do it. And then you want to reduce the death benefit at this particular age to minimum, to minimize the cost of insurance. You can also do this, and this is tweaking IUL. So that's why IUL is actually a whole school. You can do that here if you want to. particular result, you want to attain that specific result with the policy, that's what we want to do. So premium information, what am I going to do here? Premium payment mode, we could take annual. For illustration purpose, you want us to take monthly. When you take annual, it will appear to your client like, oh, that's still a lot of money. But monthly, then how they could decide to pay annually, that's okay. You could still choose monthly and still decide to pay your policy annually. Just send a check over there and that will be it. So monthly target, let's do target for that. What would be the target premium for this? Given that this patient pay up to how many years? Let's pay this policy to year 30, right? Year 30 of the policy, that's limited pay for 30-year period. Here you have the index allocations. If you want to put a lump sum into this policy, you can click here. If the client have a lump sum money, let me show this for you for educational purpose. You can click here and it's going to open this tab where you can input if the lump sum from a 1035 exchange or a non-1035 exchange. You can explain do it here. If it's a replacement policy, obviously it will be a 1035 exchange. Then you enter the amount. Is it 100,000? Is it 20? Is it 40? You put it here. It's a non-1035 exchange or external. Internal 1035 exchange will mean that it's a policy that is already on F&G and they want to still write that policy. Yeah, fix it. External will mean it's coming from outside. External 35 exchange, that is going to be where you put your money. But if it is internal, non-1035, that means the money is still with F&G, but you want to move that money here, but it's not in a policy. You can put it here. So since if it's not, then you leave it. So, but we are not going to use this option for now because it's going to confuse you, start getting started. So we'll leave it here. Then we'll go ahead. Now, index allocation option or index crediting option. What index do you want to choose? We have S&P 500 annual point-to-point, 100% participation rate, and it's illustrating currently at 7.16. And we do have S&P annual month to point-to-point 100% participation rate with 1% bonus is illustrating at 5.83. Now we have S&P annual point-to-point with 44% participation rate. You see that? And then that is illustrating at 6.40%. So in this case, it means that your money is participating at 140%, which is great with S&P, and it has bonus. We can choose that and see. Let's see. Or we can do the various options and we'll see which one will give you more money, and then you can go from there. So for educational purpose, let's go with S&P 500, 100%. We'll put it all. We're illustrating at that point. Then we're going to take off this one to 0 because you can only get 100%, not 200. Make sure you always check down here when you put this.
Check on the so can you say if you want to do 50 from that one and do 50 from here?
Yeah, you can choose like 10, 10, 10, or you can diversify your portfolio by choosing any of those options. No problem. Yeah. So, and that is what most people who understand what they're doing will want to do. So, but then for illustration purpose, as we said, let's go with this one. And then we're not going to, let's say if we want everything to be printed on this policy, we want the internal rate of change, we want it to be printer friendly. And we also want this policy to show policy charges and input reports, living benefits, accelerated living benefit. We want us to show it so that on one single ledger or page, you can be able to scroll up and down and show everything to your client. And that's it. Now,
so you have to pick all those ones down there.
Yes, just like I checked them. And then you can come up here and say, all right, I have input all my information now, but I also want to show my client. This is a standard juvenile client. So I want to illustrate a stream of income. You click here, you open here, and then when do you want this stream of income to start? You're going to take it as a withdrawal, a loan, or withdrawal to loan basis. Obviously, IUL works best when you take a loan. This is going to be a participating loan, that is a variable loan, which means that whatever money you're taking from the policy, that money is literally still there, but the company is giving you money and using your policy account value as a guarantee or collateral. So you take money from the company coffers, your money is still working for you at 100%, participating at 100%. and even more depending if we have bonuses or we have up to 100% we have 40% participation rate. Now, monthly, yes, no, we're going to take this money annually because we don't want too much this stuff. So now, this child, when do you want to take the money? Age 18, when the child is going to college, right? That's the when, as a child, 2-year-old, 1-year-old, we need money when we'll be going to college. And how many years of college? Of his first college degree, 4 years of college, we want money. Then we want a second stream of income somewhere. Maybe when the child wants to, let's say when the child wants to retire, let's just you can take income at different levels, different. We want to take it when they're retiring. And let's say the age of retirement for the new generation should be 60 years. And this is to go for the next 60 years. You're right. We'll take another, and the loan type is variable. You see here, if you choose fixed loan, it means that you'll be taking your money and you'll be reducing your capital. But if we don't, nobody wants to have an IUL and use fixed loan. So variable loan is the best option. And the maximum variable loan interest rate will be 5%. Right now, it's between 3.6% and 5%. Maximum they'll ever charge you will be 5%. It means that if the index returned 15% that year, they charge you 5%. It means you still netted 10% on 100% of your money. So you didn't lose anything. While you were using the money, you still made 10% on that same money that you were using, which makes all the sense about IUL. So click here. Okay. And then, hey, Pat, we are ready to go to pull up this illustration and let's look at it.
So let's go back again. That place that you click was where you
You are going to watch this video, right? You're going to watch this video over and over. So yeah, you will see, you will watch them and you will be able to, yeah, you say, which place were you saying? Let me show see, go to the place that you're talking about.
The none.
The loan?
No, none. Did you click none to show us?
No, I didn't click none. I clicked none, and then selected a stream of
stream. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we have. Now we're going to run this policy. You can run it like that, just view illustration and view and print illustration, or review and sign if your client is already okay. What I advise to do is always view and print illustration first. When you show your client the product of what you've input,
so and can I print it here now?
We will do that later on. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. All right. We're going to, you can. Okay. Now you see, it's not generating. Whenever you set this side for the first time, it depends on the security on your computer. Your computer doesn't recognize this website. So you need to access, right? So that pop-up blockers, if you see this pop-up blocker, new client or new agents always run into this. So that
so you have to take it off, Abby.
Yeah, so that it will not block. It blocked it the first time we wanted to run because it doesn't recognize this PDF. So now we're downloading it, it's going to download. So always check that small star up. You'll see a pop-up blocker will make it there like that. So this is a full illustration education video that any agent coming on board will be able to watch this. Again, we are Leader Life Financial Solution, and I'm doing this beautiful illustration with Patricia, who is a new agent with F&G, and she's ready to rock and roll. So now you see that's the ledger. It's downloaded here. That's the PDF of, that's your illustration here. Everything's here. You can look at John Doe, the name of your client, to make sure everything's okay. You didn't set this yet. You're going to set it. That is your state, your address. That's where it's going to be your name presented by. We'll set that. We'll do that later on. So we want to make sure that you kickstart before every other thing. So now this policy comes with free riders for overloan protection, chronic illness, critical illness rider, terminal illness rider, and chronic illness rider, all of these free of charge. So the initial premium that they give you.
So the OPR is what?
OPR is overloan protection. Okay. Loan protection. So it means that with this, you can be able to take loan. Oh, we illustrated 5 million, not 500,000. Okay, well, however, it's still good. This is an illustration, right? The goal was to get that, but we can go back and change it just to get the 5 so that it looks realistic. It was 5 million instead of 500. So what? How is the target so high like this? Okay.
I know.
Yeah, okay, 500,000. I'm so used to millions that
that's the thing, see?
About hundreds again. It's good to see positivity in your life. I like millions.
Yes.
And
Yes.
oh yeah. Okay, so 500,000, we fixed that because it was showing too much. So you'll be like, your client will be like, oh, all of this for me. Okay, good. You can see that the monthly annual premium is going to be $135.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
$135 for this policy to go through up to yet 120. And the minimum non-life premium for this policy is 67.
7. Mm-hmm.
I can take the policy up to age 16. You don't want to be on this because if you are here, it's just like you are moving at the edge of the line. The least
Yes.
policy
You
will
need to, yeah, you need to make minimum premium.
so I don't advise any new agent to
Nope. Nope. No.
go with the minimum non-life premium where the
No. No.
policy
No. Because you can lap.
target or something above target or
Mm-hmm. Yes.
yeah. So at least so that's it. And then we can see all the riders, like I told you, no need to explain this because I have already done the
Yeah,
presentation.
those ones they pay 100%. Mm-hmm.
Yes, all the riders here will pay up to 100%, whether
100% of your face amount. Mm-hmm.
that's terminal illness, is that critical
Mm-hmm.
illness, or is the chronic illness rider, you get up to 100% of your
Mm-hmm.
distance. These are the type of loans, like I told you, and the variable loans and all those stuff. This is here. The maximum that they will always charge you for a variable loan will be 5%, but the actual loan rate now is between 3.6, if I'm not mistaken. So that said, let's look at even the policy expense charge and everything is going to be in, and then you can be able to see all those things and the fees. Anyway, we were not about interpreting illustration variable. We wanted to get started on running an illustration. And remember,
Yes.
done several presentations on how to present this illustration to client with you, but it is good to note that this policy comes with these riders, which are free, and these are them here: overloan protection, accelerated benefit for critical illness,
Mm-hmm.
accelerated benefit for
The
terminal,
terminal. Mm-hmm.
for chronic,
And chronic. Mm-hmm.
paying 100% off your face amount or your death benefit at that time
Mm-hmm.
at
Yeah.
1 million. For chronic, you have to take in installments of 25% up to until when you hit that threshold of 1 million, or if you have a policy that is less than 1 million, you hit that 100% of your policy amount. That's it. That said, that living benefit means that when you are sick, these people will give you money in order to take care of yourself. We don't want you to be sick. We want you to accumulate money here and be able to use that money to
But
live.
in case you do, yeah. So in case you do, they give you 25% of your face amount
Chronic, not for chronic. They give you
for chronic.
100% of your face amount in either cases. All cases is 100% of your face amount. But they give it for chronic, they give it 25% every year for until you hit that 100%.
Okay. 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 All right.
Yeah. So all the riders that are free are going to be, you don't pay a fee for the rider, but there may be an administrative fee once you actually exercise the rider, which is minimal. So look at it. They say you may accelerate up to 25% of the policy rider if certified by a licensed health care practitioner in the previous 12 months as having a qualifying chronic illness. This rider does not terminate after the initial acceleration. Subsequent annual accelerations are available upon continuing qualification until you have accelerated either
Accelerated 100%.
the policy that benefit or the lifetime maximum of 1 million. So if your death benefit is less than 1 million, you will take up to 100% of your death benefit. No problem. But if you
Yes.
at that time is 2 million, you can take
Yeah.
up to 1 million, and then 1 million will still be there, so that when your beneficiary, when you pass away, your beneficiary will still get that benefit again. So it's in situation, whether you live too long, you die too soon, you still win. And all of them, as we said, are 100%. So let's go down to policy ledger, and then we can stop this recording. So yeah, that's it. So you can present this and you see how the money is going to grow in the policy. We know this was not meant to interpret the variables. It was just meant to run a basic illustration. See the output. So now you can save this. I'm going to save this on your computer. so that you can see it and you can print it later. Okay, I want to create a new folder for F&G illustration.
Yeah.
In this folder, we can create subfolders. A subfolder for sample illustration. Okay.
Okay.
Sample illustration. And every client you have, or every time, you can do this. You can create a folder for that client, and then name it as the name of the client, so it keeps your work organized. So I'm going to open this. Double click to open, and then now you can just say sample illustration, or you can say Gendo, whatever. You can call it Gendo, since that is Gendo. Then it's easy, and you are able to tap this anytime you want. There we go. We are done, guys. And this is it here. You can always open it. If you want to open this file, you click here, it's going to open. So we are done with this session. And Patricia, I wish you the best. Go start writing the policies. Anytime you encounter any difficulties, don't hesitate to come back to me. I will be able to help at any time.
Okay.
You are
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, and next session, I'm going to show you how you can set your profile, put your name, your state. You can go there on your profile, just click on profile, then you put your name, your state, your home address, because they're going to be mailing your policies, your client's policies to you, and then you can then mail it to your client. All right. That was it, guy, and that was F&G getting started with fidelity and guarantee. New agent that is newly appointed with fidelity and guarantee. We went through the illustration and various scenarios. We ran a basic illustration, and we were able to get the output and try to interpret part of the verse, a little bit of the variables. The next session, we're going to be talking on how to interpret an F&G illustration. All right. Wish you the best.